We're going to work up to camel pose, and I want to have something behind us. A blanket and a strap. If this is hard for you to grab hands, clasp hands with yourself, you'll want to have a strap. So as you're organizing yourselves, organizing your props, if you have a device and you're able to silence it, please do so for your own sake, and the sake of focusing in your practice. Make sure your room is a temperature that will be good for you. Make sure you have layers if you need them. Set yourself up so that you can support yourself. Minna, finally sunny in Cherry Hill. That's great news. Greetings to Marion State College. Welcome back. So happy you're back. In these 3 minutes that we have before we begin, if you're here for the first time, please pop a note into the chat. Let us know so we can welcome you to this very special circle. And if you have a kavanah, if you have an intention for your practice today, please also, if you'd like to share that, put that into the chat, or if you have a question. I'm Robert, just here to watch and learn. Hi, Robert. Welcome. Hi, Sandy. Great to see you. May loved as one. Beautiful. Thank you. Jody, patience, presence, peace. Beautiful. Martha, align with Torah. Untangle. Dibs on the top bunk. No joke. So, Heidi, hoping to get my energy reignited. You will. We're going to do some backward extensions. You're in the right place. The Maya, here to center for another ridiculous custody hearing on Wednesday. I need prayers. We send them. We send them. Okay, everyone. Shalom, shalom. Happy to be together. Hi, Jared. Hi, Jeffrey. It's 11 a.m. See, if you've been here before, I'm not in my usual place. I'm not at home. I'm in a wonderful grandchild's den of beauty. Our host does felting, and she made this lion. You can't even believe. So lion is the symbol for sure of Netzach today, endurance, perseverance. So lion is going to oversee our practice. We'll put lion over here. He's going to sleep. He's going to lie down. So I hope the internet's going to be okay. And we are going to take a look at Netzach today. So we're going to have a few minutes of warm up, and then I'm going to be teaching, and then we'll continue with our practice. And at 1/4 of the hour, we'll have Q&A. So props for today are 2 blocks or a chair. We're going to work toward camel pose, backward extension, and I want you to have a place for your hands. You might want to be near a wall for a bit of portion, but it's okay if you're not. You can also use your chair and a blanket and a strap. If when you take your arms behind you, you cannot hold hands with yourself, you're going to want a strap for that bit. So here we go, friends. Also, I want to let you know for the next 3 days there's no daily sit because staff is on to do some planning, and I'll remember to share that with us again at the end. Okay, take a comfortable seat, either in the chair or on the floor. We're going to begin on this 25th day of the Omer, this 10th day of from bringing awareness into your fingertips, into your finger pads. Start to give yourself a little bit of touch, a little bit of massage into the forehead. And go wherever you want to go. Maybe the temples. Perhaps you want to go into the scalp. Across the brows. Down to the jaw hinge. Give it a nice amount of attention here. So you in there. Lips, around the lips. The muscles are very strong there. And down the sides of the neck. Back of the neck, base of the skull. Then I want to show you another cool thing with the jaw. Take the fingers to the chin, the bottom jaw. Go as slack as you can. Just let the jaw go. And see if without using any effort, like really let your jaw go. We're going to just take the hands and open and close the jaw, not the jaws. Hop jaw by lifting, like kind of like Mr. Potato Head or something, Pac-Man. I don't know. Lift it up and back. I'll show you what I mean. So feeling the jaw hinge doing its work, going so easy. Open and close. No effort there. And then just notice if there's a little more ease there. Right ear to the right shoulder. Just let be. And you might just be happy right here, bringing up some stretch through the left side of the neck. Or you might want to take the right hand up and over to the ear. And then you can even extend the left arm away and flex that hand. If it's too much, don't do it. If it gets kind of nervy, and you might extend the other arm. And then release. Just let the head go. Let the head be very heavy. If you want a little extra juice behind the head, hang. And then release. Chin over toward the right armpit. So you have an angle here. Take the right hand up and over. Draw the head down. So you get a slightly different stretch here on the neck. Breathe. Smooth, easy breaths. Just see what sensations arise. And then come back through center and over to the other side. So chin toward the left armpit. Take the left hand up and over. Just notice how you feel. Any stretch through the neck, between the shoulders. Breathe easily. And then release up. Take the shoulders up and around a couple of times. Just ease through the whole shoulder cape here. And then let the shoulder blades slide down the back. You might even close like a minutes of work here of releasing. Notice the effect on the cervical spine, the neck, the base of the skull, the head. Any difference in your alignment or your ease? Just be here and breathe. And you can continue to keep the eyes closed if you like and focus mostly on your breathing. Let my speaking just walk a little bit. I'm going to share a little teaching. So here we are in the 4th week of the Omer. Netzach. And we're in the 4th day of the 4th week, right? So it's Netzach shebenetzach, endurance or eternity within endurance or chesed, loving kindness, gvura, strength, power, boundaries, limits, and their synthesis. That was the first triad. Now we're moving to the second triad. So this week we focus on Netzach. Netzach is endurance. It's persistence, tenacity, effort, in the sense of vision and ambition and the long game, persistence, also eternity, right? That we say in the Amidah, in the Kedusha, through the generations we will speak of your greatness, right? And throughout eternity, throughout all eternity, will sanctify your holiness. And the positive side of Netzach is that it gives fuel to our practice. We're here, we're persistent, we come day after day, we apply effort, we stay in a pose maybe a couple breaths beyond what's comfortable, right? We're trying to get somewhere in our practice. So without Netzach, we wouldn't get stronger. Anything generative, creative, transformative cannot happen without the fuel of Netzach to stay the course. And the shadow side, the negative side of Netzach can be perfectionism, that we are over-efforting in our yoga, that we might tax or favor certain muscle groups over others. And again, just like we talked about in Gura, we could injure ourselves with too much Netzach. Next week, we're going to talk about balancing Netzach with Hod. So as I said, in our yoga application, right, being able to stay a little longer when it's hard, in life, yoga off the mat, being able maybe to stay persistently, tenaciously in a conversation, in a relationship, even when the going gets a little bit tough. So we want to explore this idea. Can we apply some effort in opening the heart and doing a little back bend? We're going to look at some of the components along the way that help us to come into camel pose. Because I was thinking about how an archway has a beauty of persistence over, like, equal effort over every part of that archway to stay in place. And camel pose kind of looks. You can pad up with a blanket if you like. Take the right foot forward and simply allow, just make sure you're not on your kneecap, and simply allow the hips to descend. Let gravity sort of take you forward so that we feel of sensation building through the left thigh and through the hip flex. And feel into this. You can sink in, you can come out a little. Feel where you find that sweet spot where you just get enough toward your edge, enough opening in that hip flexor. You might want to build up and come up onto your blocks. Lengthen the tailbone. I can't emphasize that enough. And then if you want to build it a little more, tuck the back toes, bring the knee off the floor. If what I'm doing is not right for you, if you want less, if you want more, just stay with you. Our practice internally. What do I need today? Right? What can the poses offer me for my learning? So if you'd like to build it up, you can bring hands to the right thigh. And if you have your strap handy, you can take hold of the strap, wide arms, and lift the arms up. That heel, opening the heart. Stay as long as you like. When you're ready, knee come to the floor. Sit the hips back a little bit, lengthen through the right leg, and draw the toes back to your head. Getting a little hamstring and calf here. And then we're going to switch sides any way you like. You can just simply switch. You can move through vinyasa if you want. You can come forward, fold over. Any way you like. So now right knee to the floor. The left foot is forward. Here we are on the other side. Let those hips sink. And notice how it's different one side to the other. Be persistent on your awareness in your mind to bring attention here. To open. Again, toe, knee, working that right heel back. Potentially coming up, hands to the left thigh. And then perhaps taking the strap, pulling the strap apart, lifting up, extending, balancing, breathing. Checking out all the components, sending that right inner heel back. And then come on down, left knee back to the floor, and then sit it back again, send the hip back, working on straightening, towards straightening of the left leg, and draw those left toes back toward you, flexing. Any way you like to Take it up. And when you get up to standing, we're going to take mountain pose. You'll take a block and bring it between the thighs. The block is on the thinnest level. That's probably best for all of us and helps us to find some width across the low back and some presence here. Let there be width across the front of the chest and also the back of the chest, upper shoulders. Mountain pose. Continue to roll the thighs in and the tailbone down. Mountain has a real sense of netzach, climbing, but it endures. It's steady. And inhale the arms up. Again, strap is taut, feeling that you could pull the edges apart. As you lengthen the tailbone down, begin to lift the heart up toward the sky, toward the ceiling. Extend the fingertips away so you get a little bit of back bend. Not so much in the low back. We're working on it really from the base of the rib cage up, like you could lift each vertebra one to the next through the thoracic spine. Right, the part of the spine that coordinates with the rib cage. Right, so just a nice even arcing and then come on down. Take a squat. You can release the strap here. Inhaling the arms to shoulder height or even higher if you'd like, and then exhaling, sit it back. Again, squeeze on that block, tailbone back, long spine, chest forward. Be here and breathe. Building some heat, squeeze, and where your perceived limit is. Tap into the persistence, the effort of Netzach. Ooh, and then when you've released the block, take it down. We're going to take the back bend to the wall, if you have it. And basically what we're going to do here, I think is how I would best explain chest height. The elbows are in. And that same way that when we're in cobra on the floor, we feel that we could scrub the... So hands to the wall, elbows in, part. Feel that lengthening of the tailbone and a lifting up. Let that lift come up through each vertebra of this spine, right? So what we're trying to work on is not catching catching this back bend in the lumbar and sacrum. Hands to the wall, feeling that you can scrub them down the wall, long spine, and then come back. Take a couple of breaths, just be with that back. The torso that helps us lift and come back. And maybe take it one more time. Here. So if you can hands and clasp knuckles and draw your arms away. And you're going to do it like that. If that is not available to you, no problem. That is what props are for. Lift the chest, extend the knuckles back, forward from the hip crease, long spine, and come to this like if you'd like, and if it's okay to bring the head below the heart, then you'll fold over and let the head go. You can shake it out. Yes, no. Press into the feet, continuing to extend the knuckles back, lifting up, chest up. Exhale. We had a little opening for the pectoral muscles. Shake it out. And also let's take a release by doing a little bit of backstroke. And just opening up chest. You can take the torso with you. You can take open up the chest. So we're working our way, we're building up our way towards camel. We started to open up the hip flexors. We're going to need that. We started to get this idea of space between each vertebra evenly. Back. We need that. We're going to work on that. We've got to also open the shoulders. So we're working on that. All the little components, all the elements. You're going to come back to the and to 4 o'clock. And to 5 o'clock. Best, hopefully, you're getting enough of it to get this practice. Apologies. And bring the arms down. We'll go to the other 2 o'clock. You can start a nice opening here. All right. Come on down to the floor, standing on the shins. If this is not comfortable for you, for your knees or whatever, you can continue into camel pose, standing, hands on the chair. Same thing. If it's okay for you, come to stand on the shins. The first thing we're going to do is take the strap, and you want to belt it roughly inner armpit to inner knee. You're going to take it behind you. Strap goes just below the elbows. What we're going to do here is same action. We're going to inhale out against the strap. So you lift up the head. Rest. Up to the divine source. Okay, so netzach. A certain amount of effort, a certain amount of vision and ambition. We know where we want to go. The hands want to reach the ankles. Whether that's a reality for us or not, it doesn't matter. And some persistence. And then come on back. Take that variation again. Or you might set up your block ankles or the chair behind you as a place to send your hands. First thing, take the hands as if in the flesh of the buttocks down. Lift the low belly. Lift the heart. And once again, begin to arc backwards. Notice how the your buttocks might want to squeeze. They're gonna engage, but you want to not grab too hard because you're gonna catch it again in your lower back. It's gonna hurt, whether that's today or tomorrow. So lifting up. Okay. If you're more inclined for child pose, come on back. And then we're going to make our way onto our backs. On the belly. Where can you see the shin or behind the right thigh? Effort. We're just here now neutralizing this. Knee can lengthen. Neutralize the spine. And then we're going to send the right heel up towards the ceiling. You can take your Okay, I think I'm back. We're on the left side now, knee hugging in. And then extending the left leg up toward the ceiling. And taking little circles clockwise. Eyes, the spine here and the pelvis is not for a big hamstring stretch. And then making little circles counterclockwise. And then release the strap. We'll take figure 4, bending through the left knee, the ankle to the right thigh, just above the knee there. Flex through the right foot as you draw the whole thing in. You can clasp use your strap. This is the beauty. If your hands don't reach, use your strap. And then release. Hug the knees in. Give it a little rock side to side. And the last thing we'll do, if it works for you, is we're going to take a twist. So arms out to the side, shoulder height. Inhale here. Exhale, knees come down to the right. Left shoulder staying grounded. Twisting. It's a wonderful counter pose for the back bending. The gaze is either up toward the ceiling or over the left shoulder. And then inhale the knees up through center. And exhale the knees to the left. Keep that right shoulder, the whole upper right quadrant here grounded. Shoulder blade, outer shoulder. Draw yourself a little more deeply inside. And then inhale the knees back through center, maybe one more hug. And complete rest, complete surrender for a few minutes. Set yourself up. Maybe you want to make a roll out of your blanket to place under your knees. And lay it down. Allow the palms to face up. Stop any doing. Let the body stop fidgeting. Let the mind stop fidgeting. You attention to the breath, just let it go. Allowing the nervous system a few minutes to integrate our practice today. Complete stillness. And then begin to come back to the surface. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. Extend your arms. Take a nice yawn stretch with the body. Bend the knees, draw them toward the chest. Roll over onto your side. Use the upper arm as a pillow for your head. Pause here in fetal position. And then as you're ready, press into the hands to come on up to a comfortable seat. Allow the eyes to close if it feels safe and comfortable. Feel your own stability. Your own ability to engage with the qualities of Netzach, your own endurance, your own perseverance, your own ability for vision and planning and applying effort. And thank yourself for these qualities. So as we turn this prism of examining all these midot throughout the Omer period, know that the community supports you. We all support each other into investigating this quality of Netzach as we move through this week. Where have you persevered? How have you had positive ambition and applied effort when you didn't want to keep going? How have you persevered? How can you extend that outward, of course, as always the aim of our practice, to your community, to our world, to the generations that follow behind you? And then thank yourself with a gesture to your loving heart. It might be taking the palms together at the heart, meeting each other. It might be a hand to the heart, to the chest. Just offering quiet space for gratitude today.